My robot is Gunther. He's a light sensing robot. And this is the legend of Gunther. I'm going to take you through the birth, which is from the day we got him and the original idea up to multiple plans that we've had with Gunther. I'll talk about the hardware used and, well, not so much the hardware used, only a few parts, but in the intelligence behind it and probably future plans. Okay, first off, with Gunther's been nothing.
Works. Just test me.
Okay. First off, when we got Gunther, he was a problem to begin with. Right out of the box, we discovered that he had a broken wheel, and we ordered from a company called Hobbytron, which is based out of Utah. And they were, after we ordered and got our parts, we found out they were kind of a shady company. They really didn't like to help their customers with customer service or anything. So we tried contacting them, and they actually refunded us. We didn't really have a problem with it, but they refunded us for our broken car. But as I'll explain a little bit how I fixed the car. But another problem to begin with was once I opened it up, Nathaniel and I were looking. We didn't think the car would turn like the other cars did using a motor. We thought it used a servo, which would have been a little bit more difficult to program, if at all. The solutions, the quick fix I found for Gunther was right after I saw the broken wheel came off. I figured I could probably go to a hobby shop and see if they had a wheel assembly. Unfortunately, the hobby shop that I went to said it was more of a toy, not a hobby, so they pretty much told me to leave. And after that, I looked at the wheel and I decided to go to a hardware store where I picked up a bolt similar in size to the bearing that they used. I popped that out, put it in, and super glued the wheel in. It hasn't come off since. So that takes care of his broken wheel. And upon further investigation of the turning, we actually cracked open this box right here, which we believe where the servos were. It's actually a gearbox motor, much like the other cars here. So since it's a motor, it was easy to program into our code. And so that was one crisis avoided. And another issue was I had no idea what I wanted to do with my robot. So for a couple of days, I questioned myself where to begin. And this is what I originally had thought of. We were watching some videos on YouTube of fighting robots, and I figured we have 4 robots, why not have 2 of them interact with each other to see what we could do. So initially, I wanted to get the 2 robots to play a game of tag, and then later, Nathaniel suggested, well, how about Marco Polo? And I figured, why not? We have piezoelectric transducers, which are speakers, and I figured we could emit a sound, and one robot could search the room to see where the sound was coming from. And that was basically my idea up until a couple of weeks ago, pretty much, until we started testing the piezos and how they would, how we could get them to react with each other on 2 robots. Problems we encountered were the piezos could not pick up a high enough, the frequency that we would give them by me shouting into the microphone was kind of low. We could jump up a little bit, but it wouldn't be high enough for the robot to stay over here and just sense another one over here by omitting a sound. And so that basically shot down my idea of the Marco Polo idea, where one would just play a sound and the other one would receive it.